everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Samantha and I'm back with a brand new video. In this video, I'm going to be sharing a tutorial and an honest review on the Dyson Airwrap. I've had the Dyson Airwrap for a little bit over a year. I filmed a vlog, I guess like ages ago. I can't remember when exactly, but I remember going on TikTok and scrolling and finding a video from my friend who posted about the Dyson Airwrap being on sale for the 20 points shoppers redemption day. And I remember just telling Albert and us just driving downtown straight because that was the only location that had the Dyson Airwrap, and by the time we got there everything was already taken for. Good thing I called in advance to book mine, because if I waited to get to the store before buying it, it would have already been sold out. The reason it's taken me so long to film this tutorial is because the learning curve, if you have a Dyson Airwrap, you would know, is like it takes a little bit longer for you to get used to how to use it. I am so excited to finally film this tutorial and review for you. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing how I achieve my regular bouncy curls that I usually wear in all of my photos. Ta-da! It is here. It is beautiful in this stunning caramel box. Here's my Dyson Airwrap. This is the body of it. As you can see, there are 3 heat settings. You can go to hot and then cold. We'll go into that later on. And then the different speeds for the fan, like how fast it goes. And yeah, this is to turn it on and off and to cool. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different barrel heads. The first one is this. It's just a regular blow dry, like hair dryer. The round brush attachment, the other brush attachment. I don't really use this one, to be honest. And then another brush attachment. Okay, so basically I don't know the difference between these two. So if somebody does, let me know in the comments down below. And of course, I use these barrel heads the most. So I use the larger barrels if I want bigger, looser waves. I use the smaller barrel heads if I want tighter curls. So these are the ones that I use the most. An honest review of the Dyson Airwrap. If I could sum it up, honestly, I am obsessed with it. I love the Dyson Airwrap. Best purchase ever, best investment in terms of cost. Yes, I know it's very expensive, but if you regularly style your hair with heating tools, this is a game changer. And I think the biggest pro for me is that I regularly style my hair with heating tools. Curling irons, straighteners, like you name it. I styled my hair every single day, and it made my hair just really dry, really crispy, and very frizzy because it was so dry. When I started using the Dyson Airwrap, yes, there was a longer learning curve, but now I almost always use it, and it has honestly changed my hair. Like, I went to Suki's the other day, and Christina, who does my haircut, she was like, wow, your hair is so healthy and so soft. And I honestly think it's because I stopped using heating tools as much, and I just solely use the Dyson Airwrap whenever I want to style my hair. It's gotten to a point now that if I do use a curling iron on my hair and if it's not moisturized enough or conditioned enough, it can get very, very frizzy and staticky. So I tend to just gravitate and use my Dyson Airwrap because I just feel like it's healthier for my hair, and I like how the waves look. It's more natural, and you'll see later on in the video when I do the tutorial, but it's more natural, it's less rigid, and yeah, I just love it. Another pro is that I love taking the Dyson Airwrap when I'm traveling. The standard plug-in for North America. So when I go to the States, like I have been the past few times, or anywhere in Canada, I honestly just bring the Dyson Airwrap. So I bring the Dyson Airwrap with the larger barrels and the hair dry attachment. So that way I have a hair dryer and I am able to style my hair. And I find that it is very easy to bring around, even on a carry-on luggage. Like, I brought it to my bachelorette in LA and it was super easy to pack. So yeah, I think it saves a lot of space because I used to pack a hair dryer and a curling iron. So now it's just 2 in 1. Another pro is that there's just so many different attachments. So yes, it is quite steep of a price. I think I bought it when it was like close to 700 plus tax Canadian, and yes, it was very expensive, but looking back now, the amount of, like, I use it every single day. It's almost the only thing I use to curl my hair, and it's so good for my hair in terms of like just the less heat that I put on it, the better, that it's totally worth it. There's also so many different barrels and attachments that I can use, so it's very multifunctional. The thing that I was most excited for is that I don't accidentally burn my hands or my ears anymore. When I used to use the curling iron, I'm sure a lot of us have experienced this together. There are times where you accidentally like burn your ear or burn your fingers so hot, and accidents happen. And with the Dyson Airwrap, like, I never burn myself because it doesn't get to that level of heat that it would burn my ears or my fingers. The cons that I have for the Dyson Airwrap, it's just the learning curve. For me, I had to watch a lot of YouTube videos of people using the Dyson Airwrap before I figured out how I would like to use it to achieve the curls that I wanted to achieve. If I'm honest, it's still like, for some of the attachments, I'm still learning how to use them properly. But I think for the most part, once you get over that learning curve, it gets a lot easier and you just have a lot more fun with it. The first time I used the Dyson Airwrap, it took me 45 minutes to curl my hair, which is a really, really long time. And I was sweating. It was hard because it was a lot and I couldn't figure out how to use it. So I'm filming this video for you so that you can watch this video and hopefully it will help you with that learning curve. So we're gonna jump right into the tutorial. I'm going to be using the Dyson Airwrap to create loose curls along my hair, and I will be using the larger barrel heads. So what I find is the most effective for me to have curls that last with the Dyson Airwrap. I don't use hairspray just because my hair just doesn't work well with hairspray. It just makes it very heavy and frizzy, and so I'm very reliant on, I guess, hair serums and keeping my hair curled and cooled so that it stays a little bit longer. What I find is the most effective for me is to have almost 90% dried hair. So I washed my hair this morning. It currently is almost dry, like 95% dry by air drying. If I want to dry it faster, I use the hair dryer attachment on the Dyson and then curl my hair. But for today, it was completely air dried. I find that it works most effective when I do that, or if I do it the second day after curling it the first day, like if I curl it today, sleep, and then curl it again tomorrow, it holds very, very well. So I will be using 2 products on my hair before using the Dyson Airwrap. You should always use heat protectant spray no matter what, even though the settings for the heat on this one is a little bit lower. Also using my Holy Grail hair serum. It is from Orbay. This is the weightless styler feather balm. I got this at Suki's with my discount code, so if you are in Vancouver or Victoria, I'll add my discount code down below. You can get 20% off online on sukis.com, or like if you get your hair done at the salon. Yeah, I will also be using the Gizzo hair oil. So I use 2 products, the serum and the hair oil. So let's get to it. I'm going to be applying the serum on my hair. It smells like lychees, and it smells so good. And I'm going to be using the Gizzo hair oil, and I don't really need too much of it. I usually use maybe like 2-3 drops and it's good to go. Also smells so good. Okay, so to start off, I section off parts of my hair just to make it easier when it comes to curling everything, because I have a lot of hair currently. Yeah, I usually section off the top section and the sides. And mind you, I'm not the best at sectioning my hair, so if you have a better way to do this, yeah, go for it. But basically hold the top part in place, and then I focus on the lower parts of my hair first. Give it a nice comb so that there are no tangles. So basically what you're gonna do is that you're gonna look at the barrel and you'll see there are arrows. So basically what the arrows are is that you're curling your hair in the direction of the arrows. So that's the direction of the airflow. And so basically for this barrel, it is facing, the arrows are pointing to the right hand side. So I'm using it on the right side of my hair because I want the curls to flow outwards. And what you would do, I usually start at the back of my hair instead of the front. And I grab a small partition of hair, because I find that it works better when you grab smaller partitions of hair versus larger partitions of hair. So something like this, and I would grab it at the very end of the hair because this is the part that will wrap around the Airwrap first. So I will turn the Airwrap on to the middle setting. So you can hear that sound. It's a middle setting, so that's when, and I usually use high heat and the fastest fan speed just because I think that works better for my hair. So basically what I would do is that I would hold this chunk, the small chunk of hair, and allow it to just gently get sucked in to this barrel, and then gently loop my hair. It's pretty intuitive. It's really hard to explain, but it's pretty intuitive, and you'll see in the video. But once it's looped in, I hold it for about 8 seconds, and then I switch the settings to the cold setting so that it can set the curl, and then I remove it. And then after it's set, I will gently grab it from the bottom so that it stays in place, and then just gently scrunch it so that it sets some more, and then just let it drop. Ta-da! So as you can see, it is very curled. It's like big, bouncy, curly waves. And what I'm hoping to do is for it to become more natural. That's why I'm not clipping it or anything. I just want it to fall into very natural looking waves. And yeah, usually by the end of it, everything will look pretty smooth and you can see the end result. So I'll do it again. Then you would pull a small partition of hair, hold it to the very end, turn it on, let it gently roll up to the very top near your scalp, and then hold it for 8 seconds, and then turn it to the cool setting and hold it for another 8 seconds. That's what I do. Ta-da! Again, nice bouncy waves. Okay, so as you can see, this is how the bottom of this side looks. Very big, very voluminous, natural curls. And then I'm just going to do the next side. The opposite side, so these arrows point towards the left, and that's how I would like to curl the left side of my hair. Okay, so the bottom half of my hair is done. Nice loose curls, and I'm going to be doing the top section. It's more important on the top sections here because that's what frames the face. So actually, I'm going to be doing my bangs first so that I can put it in a hair roller. I have these hair rollers here. I got these on Amazon, and they came with some handy clips as well. So for my bangs, I usually like to use the barrel that goes to the right because when I do this, the airflow goes upwards. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. Set it with the hair roller and have it in place, and then I can do the rest of my hair. Okay, so this is the end product of my hair. I haven't brushed it out yet, and usually if I want the curls to stay a little bit longer, I don't brush it out right away, but I just usually scrunch it upwards like this, and I kind of let it drop naturally throughout the day. The top part here, it gives off a really nice volume at the top of my hair. So this is the final look, all done with my Dyson Airwrap. I opted for big, bouncy, natural looking waves. So these will all kind of loosen up throughout the day, and then I'm just left with some really loose waves that I quite like. And if I want a little bit more oomph, I would actually have it hold a lot longer, or I'll use the other barrel that's a little bit slimmer for tighter curls. But for today, I have an event later on tonight. These curls are absolutely perfect, and I'm really happy with the result. Thanks again so much for watching. If you have any questions about how I use the Dyson Airwrap, do let me know in the comments down below. It is honestly life-changing. So with the Sephora sale coming up, I do recommend keeping an eye out if they have the Dyson Airwrap on sale. Of course, you can find me all over the socials. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, my blog, Pinterest, and of course this YouTube channel. If you love all things beauty, I'll add my full playlist of fashion and beauty stuff here. And of course, this is a luxury channel, so if you love all things luxury, I'll add my luxury playlist here as well. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!